All right, so how is the budget, the railway budget, being interpreted by corporate India? What's it really mean going forward? I'm being joined by Rafi Uppal, the MD and CEO of JSPL. Mr. Uppal, thanks for taking the time out to join us today. My first question, let me start by asking you, what was the one or the two things that you're watching out for from the budget?
Well, basically, this budget has been a very comprehensive budget. I'm very happy that given the limited time the government had, I think done a fairly comprehensive exercise. They've addressed the concerns of all segments and all stakeholders, whether it is the passenger traffic or the freight. I am very happy that the government has made an announcement they're going to provide more connectivity between port and the mines and the various industrial units. Of course, I'm concerned that the government is going to hike up the rates by 6.5% on the freight, which is going to, really impact the cost of the goods being produced by the steel plants. That's the only thing. But if I leave that aside for a moment, I think the government's proposals are very encouraging, very inspiring, because they're talking about the public-private partnership in managing railways. They are throwing it open for FDI, and they're also setting higher ambition in terms of how much they want to do. And they also want to facelift the Indian railways. The only thing that I thought he could have focused more on is to stress the importance of operational excellence, because I still feel that there's a huge amount of wastage that goes on in the Indian railways. That subject has not been sort of addressed. Although he's trying to leverage technology, he's trying to, do things which are of interest to any railway user, especially the passengers. So there are many good sort of points that he's covered in the budget. I think it's a brave attempt. It's built on, the dreams. And of course, there's certain things that is spelled out.
21वीं सदी का भारत, इसकी नींव इस आधुनिक रेल बजट में दिखाई देती है। विज्ञान और टेक्नोलॉजी का भरपूर उपयोग आने वाले दिनों में हो। रेलवे जैसा तंत्र एडहॉक रूप से नहीं चल सकता। हर प्रकार के निर्णय प्रक्रिया के लिए, नए विजन के लिए, नए इनिशिएटिव के लिए इंस्टीट्यूशनल मैकेनिज्म होना बहुत जरूरी होता है। रेलवे का ये बजट इंस्टीट्यूशनल मैकेनिज्म को बल देता है। चारों तरफ भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ सामान्य मानवीय का रोष है। यह बजट ट्रांसपेरेंसी को बल देता है, इंटीग्रिटी को बल देता है। रेल का विस्तार भी हो, रेल का विकास भी हो, यात्रियों की संख्या भी बढ़े, यात्रियों की सुरक्षा भी बढ़े। ट्रांसपेरेंसी को बल देता है, इंटीग्रिटी को बल देता है। रेल का विस्तार भी हो, रेल का विकास भी हो, यात्रियों की संख्या भी बढ़े, यात्रियों की सुरक्षा भी बढ़े। रेलवे सिर्फ यातायात का साधन नहीं है। रेलवे भारत की विकास यात्रा का ग्रोथ इंजन है। इस बार का रेलवे बजट इस बात को सिद्ध करेगा कि देश के विकास में रेलवे एक अहम भूमिका निभाता है। आजादी के बाद अगर रेलवे पर हमने बल दिया होता तो आज विकास की नई ऊंचाइयों को पाने में रेलवे सहायक होता। देर आए दुरुस्त आए, हमने 2014 से विकास की इस गति को, विकास की इस ऊंचाई को आरंभ किया है। मुझे विश्वास है कि रेल यात्रा में सफर करने वाले यात्रियों को सुखद अनुभव होगा और देश के विकास से जुड़े हुए लोगों के लिए ये विकास का विश्वास देगा। भारत में रेलवे विकास के कुछ नए आयामों को भी बल दिया गया है। 125 करोड़ का देश यात्रियों का देश है। भिन्न भिन्न संप्रदाय यात्रा करने के आदी हैं। उनके लिए विशिष्ट व्यवस्थाओं की जरूरत को रेलवे पूरा करने जा रहा है। वैश्विक इकोनॉमी का ये युग है और ग्लोबलाइजेशन का जब एरा है तब हमारे पोर्ट सेक्टर को रेल कनेक्टिविटी की बहुत जरूरत है। विश्व व्यापार के लिए ये जो इनिशिएटिव लिए गए हैं वो भारत की आर्थिक संप्रभुता के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी ताकत बनेंगे, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है। ये रेल बजट इंटरिम बजट आने के बाद का बजट है। बहुत कम समय है, लेकिन जो इनिशिएटिव लिए गए हैं वो इस दिशा को दर्शाते हैं कि हम रेल को कहां ले जाना चाहते हैं, साथ साथ रेल के माध्यम से हम देश को कहां ले जाना चाहते हैं। न सिर्फ रेल को कहां पहुंचाना ये हमारा मकसद नहीं है, रेल के माध्यम से देश को किस ऊंचाइयों पर पहुंचाना ये भी हमारा मकसद है और ये सरकार का ये सपना पूरा होगा।
That was the Prime Minister talking about the rail budget. But let me go back to Ravi Uppal. Mr. Uppal, apologies for that. I want to bring you now the math that we're picking up from what Sadanand Gowda was saying just a short while earlier. He's saying the revenue target for FY14 is at 1.64 lakh. The expense target is about 1.49 lakh. But he says he wants to bring down the borrowing, and hence measures like increasing of passenger fares as well as freight is going to be necessary. You were just mentioning that earlier. Would you think that there'll be more such measures going ahead that will have to be taken in as far as the railways go?
Yeah, most certainly. As I mentioned earlier, there's so much that can be done to improve the internal efficiency of railways. There are a whole lot of wasteful practices which are going on. Every time we introduce more trains, but without ascertaining that make any kind of business sense. I think we need to take a real hard look at the various trains which are being introduced to see that they're commercially and economically viable. I think the railway takes a very hard look at the way they're running things. There's a huge amount of money that they can save and they can add to their own earnings. And if they can increase their internal earnings, they certainly don't need to borrow that kind of money. That is number one. Number two, the PPP model that he advocated today, I think this is going to go a long way to reduce the borrowing that railway needs, because they will find partners who will join them. It can be local partners, it can be direct foreign investment. Of course, the details of these have to be worked out to make sure they really come in to they become a sustainable model. So there are a lot of new ideas which have been brought up by the railway budget. So now only thing is that we have to make sure that they get well executed. There's a lot of new technology which has been talked about, which will be leveraged. A lot of things, issues have been, and focus has been laid on the safety and security, which are of paramount importance to any person using the railways, whether it's people or its goods. I think some of these things have really been brought up, and it shows that the government, while making the budget, has really looked at a lot of micro issues while made the macro proposal. I think this is truly commendable.
So, you're talking of PPP. Gowda, when he was talking about PPP in his speech, was also speaking about FDI, and we saw that uproar even as he was making those comments. Do you expect that the implementation of this will be smooth going forward, even as we wait for the details of how it could possibly be done?
Definitely. I think the FDI is possible. The proposals have to be really worked out to the full detail. And any FDI which is coming, they also want security of their investment. And one has to remember now that railways is still a government department. It is not corporatized. I think one of the things the government really should think, how their different organizations are, the part of their organizations can be corporatized. Once you do that, you become a lot more attractive for PPP model or for any foreign direct investment to come in. I think this is something that government will have to think as they go into future.
Okay. Sir, but no major announcements in terms of, any big ticket orders that we were sort of looking out for from the budget. Do you have any comments on that? Were you watching out for any big announcements in terms of orders?
No, I think the government has not dwelled too much on the kind of capital expenditure proposal they're going to make. They have basically only announced that how they will, lay more tracks, double circuit lines will be set up. They want to increase the amount of rolling stock that they have. So I think these are only matter of detail. So one thing is clear that they want to expand the network. They want to sweat the assets more by running, not just the bullet trains, but other fast trains, so that they can simply get more productivity out of the assets. I think these are some of the things the railway minister were really at pains to explain, that they're going to go for improving the functional efficiency of the railways, and thereby they will get more earnings out of it.
Sure. All right, Mr. Uppal, great talking to you. Thanks so much for joining us today and giving us your perspective on the railway budget. Seen a lot of announcements there, including FDI as well as PPP in the railway space, and also the revenue and expenditure target.